They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Back to throw. It's Daniels. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have confidence championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Noles moving quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make it its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Looking left. Complete on the comeback. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could...
Turning it on! He got loose. Touchdown, no!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Lacey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Has to get there to move the sticks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Ole Miss, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. It's Grant. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. His big tight end into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The throw to the outside is complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Grant. Caught behind the line, it's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. They did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Florida State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Grant. Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Rebels! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he makes the catch at the 25. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at that. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Craver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Rebels will try to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And they can't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Hunt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down and run. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Off play action. With the catch, it's Alexander. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air, it's Grant. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Bradley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
The give on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to Davis. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to buy time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, after having to punt on their last drive in the opponent's territory, it looked like things were finally going positively offensively this drive, and then it stalls out at the very end because they give up a sack. I think in critical down and distances, they just have got to be better with execution, making sure they have the right play call on and getting rid of the football on time, but back-to-back punts.
Got it in stride at the 15. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Of the option, you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gonna run it. It's Lacey.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Grant. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Acker. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bradley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A strike downfield. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, How about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll ride Davis here. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida State.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.